every Saturday at the cost of the authority. Coaches and buses go to fetch the children from all over the area and brings them to a large campus of comprehensive schools where it is possible to have as many as 3 orchestras. So all through the school year, on the Saturdays, you see, they are working away under the county music advisor conducting them. And if I have agreed beforehand as to what should be done for a specific occasion, then we meet together. At the top sits the cream of the better players, and many of these will go to the Royal College of Music as professionals, I hope, well trained in their instruments, much better than you imagine, and that they will be already responsive to the orchestral discipline. The great thing is that if you have a whole authority interested, then of course all the schools are involved together. It's not that you have to have everything from the heart of one school, however large. Everybody's involved, so that your extra school activities, like music and so forth, can be done from all the schools with endless and fantastic possibilities. Now in Leicestershire there are a group of dedicated, devoted people whom I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. Without them, I could do absolutely nothing whatsoever. They're difficult to find. They themselves have been professional players, of course, in many cases. Unfortunately, the professional player who wants to go into this field, which is a very exciting field, if he has not had a teacher training course, it doesn't become a teacher under the Burnham scale. And they are very harshly treated financially, extremely harshly treated financially. There's got to be argued out, and it is being argued out with the Ministry of Education, and will, in the end, Department of Education will settle the issue. But that is one of the unfortunate things. It varies enormously. For example, I was in a very big town where I was playing children's concerts with a professional orchestra, 2 children, and the music advisor was there, and I said to him, this is all right, okay, but what about the actual playing of children, and what about, have you any peripatetics, in a sort of perhaps rather scornful voice, to which he replied, I have 150. That was exciting, but I can tell you that a town not desperately different in character perhaps, but not much smaller, where they got worried and bothered over the rates, and one of their savings was to sack their only one single peripatetic teacher. They were then disappointed to find that there was not a single one of their children who was playing in the National Youth Orchestra of the time. Now this is you can get that. Therefore it does depend desperately still upon the quality of the human beings who run the education for their own children in each area.
On Saturdays we have 3 orchestras. One are the tiny children, all...
Eric Pinkett, County Music Advisor. He trains the orchestra and is the regular conductor.
Then there's the intermediate orchestra, which is an orchestra of 120 young people, all under 15 roughly. And because we get such a preponderance of wind players, we have a military band of 40 players. In the summer, we take the intermediate orchestra away to the sea. Last year we went to Southport, and this year we're going to Cromer.
The Intermediate Orchestra, and Malcolm Arnold's English Dance No. 6.
I would think we are going to pay more attention to musical education at all stages in the next few years. This is both identifying talent, exceptional talent, particularly in the schools, and seeing it's backed up by sufficient money.
Again, I think part of it turns on the fact that instruments are only just being made available to children in many schools, though they're becoming much more common. And possibly parent-teacher associations could do something about the rarer instruments.
The collection of instruments in Leicestershire is something you don't believe it till you see it. When I see this brilliant young drummer playing with a set of timpani, 400 quid timpani that are as good as and up to date as been played by the BBC, I know we've got somewhere. Why was that discovered? It was done by the parents themselves finding money, going to the industrial concerns and saying, you make whatever food you do make for pets, you can play out the money.